Boston police just responded to a person shot in the U-Haul between the trucks. The person made his way over to Stop and Shop where he went to the ambulance, but they're still looking for a scene over here inside the U-Haul. Allegedly, he was between some of these trucks where the incident took place. So, see what they have. Looking for two individuals that took off on a bike. So, see what they come up with. They're looking for a crime scene over here in the U-Haul. There are quite a few officers in the area, so they're kind of scouring.
Can you preempt us and just take us off of on Southampton Street at the McDonald's? Up the BMC with EMS.
It's a big area to cover, so they're trying to scour that area pretty good and see if they could find there. Somehow he made his way over to Stop and Shop. It's the ambulance leaving Stop and Shop now, heading to BMC. They said they were between vehicles, but there's so many vehicles here, you don't know like what vehicle they're talking about. So I think you have to check all of them until they can figure which one it is. Let's see what they come up with. I said they're still looking for a scene. Allegedly it happened in the U-Haul. So they're trying to figure that out now. It may not happen in there at all, but they can try to See if they can narrow it down at least. And that's what they have so far. They haven't found anything yet, but they're still gonna keep looking.
Fox 112.
12.
We're getting reports that we just spoke with public safety over here. Someone heard it come from behind the diner. We're just going to go back there and check.
It's behind the diner.
Bravo 105.
So there's two diners. There's a diner. There's a diner to your left.
Behind Victoria's Diner. We just spoke with public safety, and someone had told him that the noise came from behind the diner.
So behind the diner is.
Check in the rear of Victoria's Diner there.
Oh, is it Victoria Diner or this diner right here? There's two diners. There's a Victoria's Diner and there's the diner to our right. I'm not too sure which one they're talking about. They said diner, but they didn't say which.
We're behind the diner now.
They didn't say which one though.
Who is there now? Bravo 105, we just spoke to you on the phone. We're going to call you again.
Well, I would just check both diners to be on the safe side. There is a diner at this corner right here. I call it Liberty Diner. I guess he's gonna check behind the Victoria Diner. So you got one shell casing behind the diner.
One shell casing located behind the diner there. Box 982. 982, I got that.
So they're over here with the casing.
Box 901, I'll head over there.
This is Liberty Diner. If you haven't been, it's just like a little small diner. Sells all kind of breakfast in the morning and stuff like that. Right here on Mass Ave and Magazine. So they got at least one shell casing in the rear of the Liberty Diner.
They're talking about the diner beside the U-Haul itself on Mass Ave.
See, a lot of people don't know about this diner. A lot of people, they pass.
Liberty Diner, because everyone's going up to the Victoria Diner. Liberty Diner, then.
That's where they got the casings back there.
I don't believe we have a 586.
We'll hang on the outskirts and.
Bravo 456.
So they got at least one shell casing in the rear of the Liberty Diner.
There's an active ring camera on the side of the Liberty Diner.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Uh,
Mass Ave for the address and make that the Liberty Diner.
So they're back at the Liberty Diner on Mass Ave. You're gonna run a line of tape across them. There's an imaginary line right there that we can't cross anyway. But he's gonna put the tape up to show you where it's gonna be at. Like I said, it's always something in the city. These are the events that you don't see. There's several news networks, but they got sent. The news networks on the other side. They don't know they're on this side over here. They probably figured out later on. But there's like 3 news networks on the other side.
Yeah, I think.
He beat you to it. He got some tape over there. He's got tape. Oh, he got tape too. Both y'all got tape. I hear you. Whoever comes up quicker, right?
Yeah.
Always got to get the image of the officer putting the tape up. You're gonna run it across. They're gonna kind of meet half in the middle, I guess. See which way they're going. Gonna cross it over to that side. So now he's gonna cone off from that pole to that truck. All the way across. That's what they have. We got quite a few cruisers over here.
Fox 901, you have someone assigned at the hospital with the victim?
I do search them.
Well, that's what we have so far. Boston police responded to a call for a shot fired. At least one shot fired anyway. Right over here, Magazine and Mass Ave. I guess they located at least one case in the rear.
141 set it up the hospital.
In the rear of the diner here. Not too sure what they were doing in the rear of the diner, but that's what happened. And somehow the victim made its way from here down to the front of Stop and Shop, which is a pretty good walk. And that's where the EMS picked him up at, in front of Stop and Shop over there. They're still looking for anything else they can find. They might find more stuff, you never know. So they have a scene that's kind of like in there somewhere. The other news people are on the other side. They're like, I think they're at 968 Mass Ave. That's where they are. They don't know that the scene moved over here. They might make their way over.
Charlie 411, back up district. 411, good.
Looks like one of them figured it out. That's what they have so far. One person shot in the leg allegedly. Looks like one round.
Fox 901.
901.
So we
we have a crime scene secured back here. Can you please assign someone to be a scribe service unit? Unit for a scribe, you got a crime scene there.
And they do have a crime scene over there, they're saying. I guess they got some shell casings and other stuff over there as well.
Acknowledge.
So that's what they have. They're gonna process the scene. The detectives, I think some of them might still be on. Sometimes they're not on, but I think there is a couple.
421, are you committed?
I think there is a couple of them still on though. Other than that, not much else to see. If you ever on Mass Ave, you can always check out the Liberty Dining right here. Been around for years. I don't know how many years, but over 50 years for sure. Alright guys, what else can we see other
Fox
than...
499, one act as described there.
Yeah, that.
Alright, so this is what they have. One person struck by a bullet in the rear of the self-storage / diner area. Because it's kind of like both. You know, that's still like U-Haul's property behind the diner. It kind of straddles around. Because they park their trucks, their larger trucks on this side. Other than that, there's not much else to see. Supposing they do have at least one case and that they have spotted. And it's going to give you guys a final look at what's going on. They're going to pretty much head up out of here. That's the other side of the crime scene area. Can't see too much. Alright guys, anything else comes up, we'll get back to you. Catch you guys on the next one.